There are just 8 teams remaining in the NFL, and this is how they should be ranked. Coming in on the bottom is the Houston Texans. This defense is absolutely dominant, looked great, but the offense, CJ Stroud is just off his game and a lot of injuries, and it's not really his fault. At number 7, we've got rookie QB Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. This one was hard to rank because I love Jaden Daniels. I love watching this team play. It's a great story. The turnaround in just 1 year has been sensational, but I just don't think they're ready yet. I think Jaden Daniels is still a little young. The pressure might get to him in the divisional round. It didn't in the wild card, but it just might this time around. And the defense still gives me some troubles. At 6, we've got a more experienced Rams team, which is what gives them the edge over these, this kind of tier of the bottom 3, and then there's the tier of the top 5. There's a big separation there, but this Rams team is experienced, led by a great quarterback and a great head coach. Number 5, we've got the Buffalo Bills. This one's a hot take, I know. Josh Allen is playing at an insane level, an MVP caliber, but this team just is the least well rounded out of these top 5, and his supporting cast is by far the worst out of these 5 teams, and that's what concerns me, and that's why they dropped down. At 4, I've got the Kansas City Chiefs. It's kind of weird putting a dominant team like the Chiefs, who've played so well and just haven't lost, but I can't ignore the eye test. I can't ignore my gut feeling, and my gut feeling about this team's not good. I mean, sure they're great on third down, right? They convert third downs, but they get in so many third downs. They lack some of these explosive plays this year, and just I've got a lot of concerns about this team once it comes down to the nitty-gritty. At number 3, we've got the Baltimore Ravens. This team has the best rushing attack in the league, the best offense in the league, as far as I'm concerned, between Lamar Jackson throwing the ball, running the ball, and Derrick Henry. It's just dominant, but the defense isn't as dominant as the teams above. Number 2, I've got the Philadelphia Eagles, the second best rushing attack in the league, maybe a top 5 offense, and the number 1 defense. The number 1 defense. It's not even close. This defense has been dominated the Green Bay Packers, and the only concern here is the passing game. If the passing game had gotten going against the Packers, they're probably number 1 for me. But it is still struggling, and that it still is a hiccup for me. Number 1, we got the Detroit Lions. This team is not as dominant as they once were, but they are still the team to beat for me, and it comes down to ball control. Between the team's run game, Jared Goff's great decision making, and their willingness to go for it on fourth down, this team just possesses the ball, and that's a recipe for victory.